At some point, they bring her back, and she and I are sitting in a room, and I think we're waiting to be discharged. The time just kept going and going and going and going and going. Well, I don't think we were released until 9:30 or so the next morning. In releasing her, I guess what they were doing was they were trying to make contact with a stepmother that she had been living with, because they were waiting for the stepmother to come up there and be with her, come get her, take her home. Stepmom didn't answer the phone until the next morning. At that point, a social worker came to me and handed me stepmom's phone number on a post-it note and said,
"Stepmom is refusing to come and get her. Can she at least come home with me for the night?"
Which is really now morning. She had been through enough that night, and, anybody faced with that kind of a situation, I feel like would do the same thing that I did. And of course, this is a friend of my daughter's. I want her to have a safe, stable home for the night. I brought her home. Getting home, she needed to shower and, do the things that she needed to do to feel comfortable. And here I think, okay, we're finally going to lay down. I'm going to get some sleep. At this point, I had been awake for probably close to like 34, 36 hours. Just as I think, oh, I'm going to lay down and I'm going to go to sleep, here comes the child detective, and she has to tell her story all over again.